Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Gamers Edition, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing the Logitech G920. Now, I have made another video previously where I unboxed and reviewed the Logitech G923. Now, that version is a lot more expensive than this because that has something called true force feedback. And the one that I have here has the normal force feedback. But anyways, let's get into the unboxing and we'll talk about it more then. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this Amazon boxing, so just cut through this. It's quite a big box. I wonder how much padding this thing has on the inside. Okay, there we are. Can dump the scissors over there. Get you guys back here. Okay, so let me get this thing out and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you guys can see, this thing was drop kicked onto. Yeah, this thing was drop kicked somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe somewhere in shipping. But anyways, let's unbox it. Where did my scissor go? So let's peel the tab off. Tab is peeled. And let's open this thing up. Okay, so we got this one. Those two tabs. Okay, and here's everything. So you got the wheel here, the pedals there, and your power brake and all the other accessories here. So let's get this thing out. Okay, so here we have the wheel. So as you can see, I have the Xbox version. It's got the Xbox light there. Well, this thing should work perfectly fine with my gaming setup there, my PC setup. So let's put the wheel to one side. And let's just get all these things out. Actually, that's connected somewhere, so let's get the pedals out. This stuff is actually quite heavy. And we have the pedals. Now the pedals actually look the same as the G923 pedals. I don't think there's much difference with that. However, the main difference is with the wheel. Okay, there's our normal power brick and stuff. Looks like the exact same power brick that the G923 has. And that's about it. We just got some manuals here for the racing seats and stuff you can get. And yeah, that's everything. So let's get this thing out of the way. Okay, so now let's talk about the main attraction, which is the wheel itself, because the pedals, just have a quick look, the pedals on the G923 and this version are just the same. The main difference is the wheel. Now, a few things that are the same is the leather wrap steering wheel, the paddle shifters, the buttons, all them things are all the same, but the main difference is the motors inside the unit itself. Now, the motors inside the G923 were tuned to true force simulation, and the motors in this are just the normal simulation. So you don't have anything fancy on this. You just got your basic simulation and force feedback. And another reason why I've decided to get this one is because this one I actually want to keep long term and actually make some videos on Gamers Edition on the unit itself, and yeah, I want to keep this item long term. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't keep the G923 long term, is that thing is a lot more expensive just for the True Force. So this wheel right here I was able to get for £200. That probably explains why the box is in this condition. It looks like it's been drop kicked. So this unit I was able to get for £200, and if I was to get the G923, the version that has the True Force feedback, that would actually cost me around £260 to £280 in the UK. And if I was to go on the second-hand market, well, with our whole pandemic situation here in the UK, prices for things like this have gone really high. Everything's skyrocketed. Okay, so now let's move on to the installation. So let's fire up the PC and move this stuff further back so that we have room for the wheel itself. And just a quick note, this is not the review, this is my first impressions and unboxing of the Logitech G920. Okay, so let's get everything prepared. So we're gonna want to move this keyboard all the way back here. We'll take it further back, there we are. And this controller, well, now that I've got this wheel, the controller can go rest in peace. I will not be using that. And let's get the wheel itself. Right, so previously with the G923, because of my desk, you guys can actually see this thing's actually pretty thick, even with the mat on top. And this time I'm actually going to try and keep the mat there, because the aesthetic just looks a lot better with the mat there. Just bring it back into its place. So one thing you can do is, so first of all, you're going to want to press this thing down all the way so you can loosen it. Okay, so as you can see, I've now fully extended these out, and one thing you can actually do with this is take off these feet, the supporting mounts here. So you can see now I have extra room here, unlike the one that does have it. So you guys can actually see the difference right there. There's a massive gap there, and here the gap is small. And to take these off, these bits, let's get this somewhere safe. So you're gonna want to put your finger in here, and then just push it out. It's simple clip. There we are. And it's off. So we'll put those to the side and I'll get this installed and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have everything installed, what you're going to want to do, if this is your first time with this, you're going to want to go on Google and type in Logitech G920 or G923 or G929 software. So it's going to be one of these, whichever one it is, I will put in the link. Let's just click this top one first. Okay, it's clearly not that. Let's go into the second one. Okay, this should be the one, so you're going to want to accept the cookies. As you guys can see here, it's sold out, and that's this version, and I got it for £200, and on the website this wheel is selling for £330 in the UK. Okay, so we want the software. Okay, so I found the website. It's called the Logitech G Hub. So you go here and whatever device you got, you click download for that. So I've downloaded for Windows 10, and you guys can see it's in here, it's in the corner. So you'll go here, you'll click yes for permissions, and here we are. So it's hang on a sec. Oh yeah, that's fine. You're going to want to download it. I was just double checking that because it looked like it was going to take 98 gigabytes of storage, but it's not. It's taking 176.2 MB. So we're going to let this download and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that our Logitech G Hub is downloaded, we're going to go here. We're going to, well, first we're going to put it on full screen so you guys can see it clearly. I'm going to go through all of these, launch the G Hub. Yeah, go on, sign all your rights away. Connecting. Right, this thing should do a bit of a, should spin once it's connected, obviously, which it still has not. Okay, so we now have the wheel, pedals, everything connected. Now, I was stuck on the connecting process for quite some time. And the easiest way to fix that is disconnect the USB and make sure it is in a USB 2.0 port. If it is not, I had it in a USB 3.0. For some reason, it doesn't work. With the G923, I connected it to the exact same port, which was the USB 3 port, and it worked perfectly fine. But with this version, you're going to need to connect it to a USB 2.0 port. Anyways, now that it is connected, we can look at all our settings here, adjust the operating range. So at the moment it's at 900, so let's turn this. Ooh, it's actually pretty hard to do with one hand. Okay, so there we are. That's our full range. Then we have the sensitivity and the centering spring strength. So if I adjust this to 100, it makes it quite stiff. You can see my monitor's wobbling a bit, and if I put this on 0, now you can see the wheel is really loose. It doesn't go back to its place. Let's see what happens if I leave it fully locked and I turn this back up to 20. Okay, so it turns itself. That's nice. So let me just work out my settings, guys, and then we'll jump into some quick gameplay and then we'll end the video there. Okay, so I've loaded up a game, and the game is Forza Horizon 5. So in the home screen, the force feedback is actually turned off. I'm guessing that's so that you can actually use these controls. So if we go to my garage, we'll click A, and we can actually go through all the cars here and find the car that I want to drive. Okay, so now that I've found the car I'm going to drive, we'll click B, we'll exit out of here, and this force feedback should turn back on. Okay, I feel something. It's definitely turned on, but it's really stiff. That could be because I'm not driving, so let's switch to that. Okay, so my first driving impressions of using the G920 are pretty good. It's actually pretty similar to the G923, so if you want to save the extra buck, definitely go for this or the G929. If you have a PlayStation, definitely go for this version instead of getting the G923 because there isn't all that much difference, especially if you just want to use it for fun and you're not doing some super simulation stuff. And if you were doing that, you're probably going to want to expand your budget to get something that's a lot better in performance and has a lot better accuracy, etc. Anyways, that's this video done for today, guys. So if you like the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.